Hello and welcome. My name's Garrett. Today we're going to walk through Be Enthroned on keys. This song is awesome to play on keys. You've got some huge pad parts to start the song, and then later on in the song, obviously the bridge is a very heavy sort of piano arpeggio riff that sounds super beautiful. Tone-wise for this song, I'll be using my worship keys template. This is what the instrument rack on my template looks like. The tones I use: piano volume, pad volume, synth volume. So you'll see me adjusting those faders, bringing in a little more pad, especially for this song. It's a little heavier pad than most other songs, as well as bringing in that synth for bigger parts. Piano tone, that's just how soft and how hard the piano gets. If I want a more mellow toned piano, I turn that down. If I want a brighter piano, I turn that up. Pad filter, this is one of the biggest changes for dynamics, so I bring it up as we go into big bridges, big choruses, and I drop it down for lower moments. If you don't have a pad filter on whatever sort of program you're using or whatever your keys setup is, pad filter is one of the biggest changes you can make to your keys that really adds a ton to a worship mix. Other knob I have on here is an arpeggiator on and off. I won't be using that for this song, but it just brings on and off the arp. Okay, so let's get into the song. Intro starts with this big pads part. Piano I have actually down to about 75%. I have my tone knob rolled off a little bit of the piano, so you don't hear a ton of the piano hits, just enough to give that beginning hit enough. Piano's a little more subtle. Pad, I have filter about halfway up. You'll see me bring the filter up throughout the intro, so it starts this mellow pad, and then it really builds into this big pad, and then it drops out, holding on the one into verse 1. Here's what that looks like. Okay, verse 1, really simple. I'm just hitting the chord hits, really. Pad filter's down. I've got my piano in a little bit more so you can actually hear it a bit. Here's what it looks like. Chorus 1. Basically all these choruses are really pad heavy, so pad filter I've got about midway up, and this will be for the chorus after both verses. So this chorus and the next chorus are both going to be about this level of pad piano tone wise. Here's what it sounds like. Verse 2, a little bit more driving with my left hand as well as a little bit of arpeggiating with my right hand, back and forth on notes just to give it some movement. So here's what that looks like. Okay, now the moment you've all been waiting for, the Be Enthroned bridge. This melody sounds super intimidating. I'll be honest, I hear it, I'm like, man, that sounds so crazy. It's pretty simple once you break it down. If you need to slow down the video, feel free to half-time speed the video. We're basically just doing an arpeggio. Roughly, you're starting left hand from lowest note up, and then from your right hand, lowest note up, back down with your right hand. Again, slow it down if you need to. And another note, you'll notice as I'm going through the bridge, as I'm going through the instrumental, it's starting to build. So I'm actually bringing my pad filter up. So in between, as I'm doing the arpeggio with just my right hand side, I'm actually moving the filter up, and so you'll hear the pad come in a little more. And I do add actually a little bit of synth towards the end as well. Okay, so here's what it sounds like. All right, you did the awesome instrumental bridge. Now we're moving into the biggest chorus. For this, we're going to have everything fully open, and I will do a little bit more movement with the right hand. So here's what the big chorus sounds like. All right, coming off that, we'll drop into a down chorus, filter out the pad, and just super light. I'll move actually lower on the key bed. Here's what the down chorus will sound like. All right, that's it for Be Enthroned. Obviously, if your church goes into choruses or bridges several times, feel free to use the dynamics to adjust accordingly. As you do a lower bridge, bring the filter down. As you start to build the bridge, build into really big choruses, bring your synth lead line in, your pad filtered up. Adjust dynamically depending on however your church does this song, but these are all the basic parts for the song. So once you got these down, you can flow wherever. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching. See you on the next one.